What is up, you wonderful people? This is your guy Christopher Watson of Crack Media, and today we were talking about Garage Rehab episode 7. I know this is late. I know it came out last week. I just was stupid busy. But anyway, this should be short and sweet. This episode was about a garage in Nashville, Tennessee. The owner of the shop is John, I think, Ferguson, and I mean, just kind of like everybody else or every other garage, he just doesn't know what he's doing as far as the money goes. So Richard, Russell, and Chris travel to Nashville, talk to John about his garage. According to Richard and the guys, they say that John's location is prime. The garage itself is pretty tiny, I believe. I mean, he only has like 2 lifts in the garage, so I mean, and that's like enough space only to get 2 lifts in there. But anyway, a little about the garage and about John. John opened up this garage basically after being a self-taught mechanic, a self-driven mechanic that was doing work out of his house garage. But obviously he was doing well enough to open up a garage off-site from his house. But now he's not good financially. He's not financially sound as far as like how to take care of business. He has a couple of people working for him or with him. He wants to be like a hot rod shop, but mostly what he does is like, you know, repair work and things like that. So I guess kind of a thing I'm seeing with the garage rehab stuff is like a lot of people want to be hot rod shops. I understand it. I understand people want, you know, especially like, I say older generation, but like baby boomers or people's in their, you know, 40s, 50s, they want to have that hot rod because they saw their dad have one, or you know, they grew up seeing those. So I mean, you want a shop that'll cater to that generation. But I mean, there's more than just hot rodding out there. Anyway, Richard talks to John. He's like, hey, you know, how are the financials really? John's like, dude, I'm like 30 days behind or a month behind, and it's not good. He's 30 days behind. Richard actually says, okay, 30 days behind is not good. What other problems do you have? And then he says, you know, he does owe like some friends some money, but about $5,000. So anyway, Richard says, all right, you know, we can try to get some of that worked out. I'm gonna put in $130,000 of resources to turn this place around. So they get to working, and while doing some of their like demolition and repairing and rehab, this like chick shows up in an Aston Martin, which, let me just say, I really hate cheesy, like scripted things in shows. I think a lot of times that's why some shows get like bad ratings, because it's like, it's cheesy, and it's like this woman that he's owed $5,000 just happens to show up within the week that Richard and the guys are gonna do this rehab. Like, I mean, that's really scripted. Like, y'all can make it a little bit better. That's my opinion. Like, I don't like scripted stuff like that. Like, show something later on, like in the credits at the end of the episode, like John, after having this rehab, reached out to the friend or whoever and paid $5,000 back. Anyway, Richard ends up selling some of John's stuff, and they actually use the money that they sell to pay the woman back. And anyway, they get everything turned around, get brand new lifts put in, new tools, new everything to make the shop better. A couple of things that Richard said to John personally is like, you gotta, you know, I can't tell you what to do, but you have to make your appearance a little bit better than what it is, because sometimes appearances can turn people off, and that's so true. I mean, you know, I think we're in a beard generation, and what I mean by that is, like, if a guy can grow a beard, he needs to grow a beard. But sometimes the beards are just like scruffy and it's not good. So anyway, he kind of tells, he's like, make sure you keep yourself groomed well. Richard actually makes John talk to a CPA so that he can make sure his finances are in order. John seems like, he seems like a nice guy, but he's just oblivious to how to take care of money. I mean, even when he's talking to the CPA is like, so who's taking care of your books? And he's like, I really don't know what that means. He knows that, you know, books or money means take care of money, but he doesn't know how to take care of the books, take care of the finances and stuff. So the CPA is going to sit down with him and make sure everything's fine. A lot of times when it comes to businesses and making money and keeping money, a lot of people don't know how to take care of, like, financials day in and day out. They just go, oh, I got my bills paid, then, you know, that's the only thing that matters. But that's not the only thing that matters. You got to make sure that your bill's paid, but make sure you're putting back money in savings for the company. Make sure you're paying the employees. Make sure you're paying yourself as a business owner. And a Z06 just passed me on the interstate, which is freaking awesome. Chevy knew what they were doing with the new Stingrays. Anyway, this episode, I think it was good on the part that showing that, I mean, there are some grown men, some grown people that have their own business but have no idea what they're doing. And I mean, they have good dreams and good aspirations, but it's like they need help. So anyway, I mean, that's pretty much it. This was like a recap, not a review. I mean, I guess it's a review, but more of a recap of what happened. You know, Nashville is a big place, has lots of potential if you know what you're doing. And I think Richard made that explicit to John, and hopefully John will do something good. Thank y'all for checking this video. I will put out another one this week, this Wednesday, I guess. I'll probably record it. Hopefully y'all have it out Thursday or Friday. Anyway, y'all drop a line. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.